myself, I am a little bit famous. You guys might recognize me from the Netflix baking competition Nailed It Holiday. Cosmopolitan magazine named my cake one of the top 6 worst cakes ever made on the show. I have fans. They're mostly 9-year-old girls. A couple of creepy guys on Twitter that are into cake stuff or whatever. One of these girls came up to me on the playground and she said, "Do you like baking?" And I said, "Mm-hmm. Did you see Nailed It?" And she said, "Mm-hmm." And I said, "How did I do?" And she went, and I said, "Would you like a picture?" And she said, "You didn't win." And I was like, "You came up to me, little girl. Where's your mother?" Then I settled on that bitch. I'm not actually a very confrontational person. I'm not a fighter. I mean, look at me. I'm Midwest hot, Wisconsin 10. I know my place in the world. I'm not even strong enough to push my thumb through the aluminum foil on the NyQuil. So I gotta be a tough talker, right? It helps that I'm Italian. I know my name's Angie McMahon, but I married into that name. So I've had a little Irish in me. No, I'm Italian. Any other paisans here? Yeah? We don't normally like to identify ourselves in crowds. Just ask JFK. Oh, my people killed Jesus too. See, a lot of people think the Jews killed Jesus, but that's not true. The Romans killed Jesus, and I want credit. Like I said, I'm Italian. My baby sister Tony and I are very light hair, light skin, like my mother. And my sister Nikki's very jet black hair, very caramel skin, like my father. So we were in the Kmart, and I was like chonking down on a huge dill pickle because it was the 80s, and that's what you did in Kmart. And this woman came over to my sister, and she kneeled down, and she said, "Is this your mother?" And my mother said, "Excuse me?" And the woman said, "I'm sorry, ma'am, you don't look Mexican." This is the moment that the light bulb goes off. I'm going to convince my sister that she was adopted. So we have this like display birth certificate that you get at like the grocery store. It has like little baby ink feet on it and a picture, and you write down how long it is and how much it weighs. You put it in a frame, you throw it on the wall. So I said, "Nikki, I can prove that you're not Mexican." And I brought over the picture, and I ran my finger across the tiny sentence at the bottom of the frame, and it said, "Made in Taiwan." And I said, "You were made in Taiwan. That's a legal document." And she started freaking out. She was like, "My real family's gonna come for me. My real family's gonna come for me." My mother was so shaking mad with me. She said, "Your father's gonna deal with you." So behind that closed door, my dad said, "Don't tell your mother that I didn't hit you. And don't tell your mother that I'm drunk." I'm kidding, you guys. He hit me. He was drunk. It was the 80s. I am married. I've been married for 20 years now. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Fun fact, I'm extremely anemic. That means I bruise really easily. That's what my husband wants me to say. My husband hates that joke. He's like, "People are going to think I beat you." I said, "No, they're not. Look at you. Come on." It is true, I am extremely anemic. The doctor said I have sickle cell anemia for Mediterranean blood. So I've decided Mediterranean blood is my rap name now. I said this to my husband the other day. I said, "Babe, if you murder someone, I wouldn't turn you in, and I'd help you bury the body." And he said, "You would be useless hiding a body." And I said, "What?" And he said, "What's the first thing you would do?" I said, "I would buy lime." And he said, "Where would you get it?" And I said, "The grocery store." And he said, "That's the wrong lime." This is what I honestly thought. I thought that you make the hole, and then you put the body, and then you squeeze lime over it like you're sauteing it. And the lime juice kind of pickles the body so it doesn't smell. It would smell refreshing, actually. And my husband said, "You would get caught. The grocery store would call and say, 'This woman just hit up 4 grocery stores in a row. She bought all the lime and 1 paring knife.'" He said, because of you, we would lose the children. And I said, you're the one that murdered him. And he said, he deserved to be murdered. And then we fucked, because role play's fun. I have a gay daughter. Thank you. She's poly, bi, gender fluid. Her pronouns are she, they. And I was like, can mommy just call you gay? Is that okay? I think it's more important that I know the whole title so I can answer correctly if I get pressed on it. Like if I say to someone, I have a gay kid, and they go, aw, what kind? My other daughter is 6 years younger, and she came out as Christian. Now, my husband is atheist, and I'm agnostic, so we've not raised the kids in any kind of religion. And my husband's incredibly supportive of our gay daughter. He's like, anything you want, anything you need, we love you so much. But of our Christian daughter, he's like, everything you're feeling is a lie, they're telling you lies, it's all lies. I'm trying to be more progressive. I'm trying to learn from my gay daughter. She said, Mom, sometimes I like girls, and sometimes I like boys, and sometimes I like girls that are boys, and sometimes I like boys that are girls, and sometimes I like people that aren't boys or girls. And I said, stop. I am trying to be supportive, but you sound like a whore. Now explain it to mommy again slowly, and at each point tell me how many people are involved. She's 19 now, and we were out shopping, and she took a picture of a closed down bye-bye baby, and she goes, Roe v. Wade. And I said, what are you talking about? And she said, isn't that an abortion clinic? And I said, the bye-bye baby? She said, the bye-bye baby is not a place where you can buy a baby, nor is it a place where you say bye-bye to a baby. It's a place where you buy things for a baby. And she goes, well, that's a confusing name. And I said, is it? That means you buy into the idea that there's a warehouse-sized abortion clinic next to McDonald's. There's some black market store where you can buy and sell children next to the McDonald's. You couldn't tell from that absolutely 100% real conversation I had with my daughter, she has autism. Now, we didn't find out she had autism until she was about 17. And when she got her diagnosis, oh, it hit me right in the chest. I just thought, that makes so much sense. I just thought she was an asshole. And here's the thing, it does make so much sense, and we do communicate so much better now, but here's what came out of it. Now, every time I meet an asshole, I'm like, oh, he's autistic. And it makes it so much easier to deal with him. I'm telling you, the next time you meet an asshole, if you say to yourself, oh, I just need to be patient with him, it's going to make your day so much better. I have a 12-year-old as well. My 12-year-old took out a Tinder account on her friend's phone because she thought it was funny. I know. I said, let me see the profile. First of all, the profile picture was Keira Knightley. I said, do you know who this is? She said, she's pretty. So my 12-year-old was catfishing people on Tinder as Keira Knightley under the alias Sheila. And I said, why Sheila? And she said it sounded more adult. This is what the profile said. This girly pop slay. No sips, no sad boys, bet. I said, I don't think that's how adults talk. I don't know. I've never been on a dating app. When my husband and I started dating, he left me messages on my answering machine. You know how hard it is to get a dick pic off an answering machine? I did have this idea the other day. What would be a 90s equivalent of an unsolicited dick pic? Just be a guy with a bunch of Polaroids of his dick, and he's like, look at this! Look at this! Look at this! She's always been a very funny child. When she was 5, she decided she wanted to call her vagina her front butt. And her pediatrician was incensed with me. How can you not teach the proper names of her body parts? I said, look, lady, she got her whole life to find out it's called a vagina. She's not going to be 27 like fuck me in the front butt. I saw this commercial the other day that kind of got me. It said, Jesus didn't teach hate, he just washed feet. And it was just like the way that they worded it, like he just washed feet, like that's his small business. Like he's like, I'm Jesus, you got feet, I'll wash them. I'll wash gays' feet, I'll wash people who hate gays' feet, I'll wash anybody's feet. You got them, I'll wash them. And the thing is, he's only washed like 2 guys' feet in the whole book. And then like a bunch of other stuff too. Does anyone here consider themselves like an aggressive driver, someone who kind of weaves in and out of traffic? Yeah, all right. What's your name?
Ty.
What is it?
Ty.
Todd?
Ty.
Ty?
Yeah.
Ty, we all fucking hate you.
I hate slow drivers.
Every fucking buddy here hates you. Are you a Ty? How do you feel about his aggressive driving? No, she goes. You're killing your friends and family from the inside. Here's the thing, like you're a very confident driver, so you're like zipping in and out. I'm a very nervous driver, so do you know how many people I'm gonna kill, Ty, because of you? Why do you do it?
Because there's slow drivers?
Because all the slow drivers? Okay, I'll just be patient with you. You guys ever take a shit so big your next thought is, I should weigh myself? I'm gonna do one more for you guys. I'm a freelance writer during the day, and I got this job recently to write like funny descriptions for a dick joke themed novelty t-shirt company. And these shirts were terrible. Like, who here by a show of hands wear a shirt that says big clit energy? No? Yeah, we'll clap in the back, just this guy? All right. Oh, this one shirt got me. It said, my dick will put your ass to sleep. And I have questions. Like, what girl or guy's getting fucked in the ass in the middle just takes a nap, you know? Because if so, I think I'm doing it wrong. Could you imagine? Babe, I can't sleep. You fuck my ass a little bit. Not in the aggressive way, in that nice rockabye baby way that I like. You guys have been a ton of fun. I'll tell you this, if you guys want to hit me up after the show, I have some stickers for sale for $1 that say Big Clit Energy. So, give it up for Tori, your host!